Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great pickup truck value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, today I'm about to show you an awesome buy on an awesome pickup truck. This is a 2008 Dodge Ram 1500 Sport crew cab, 4-door, Hemi powered truck with 87,000 miles on it. Older gentleman had this truck, traded it in, and he had about a 28-foot camper he traded in with it for a motorhome. He was in his mid-70s. Good looking truck, got the 6-foot bed cover, 20-inch factory wheels, got the dirt bars on the side, got a real good look to it, folks. Got the class 3 hitch on the back. I mean, the truck runs, drives perfectly. I've driven this truck, folks. I'm very impressed with it. 345 horsepower, Hemi powered 5.7 V-8, the most powerful gas engine you could get in a pickup truck in 2008. This truck's got it. Now, let me tell you why this thing's so cheap. If you pull the NADA, the KBB on this truck, it's $13,000 to $14,000. You look up an 87,000 mile 08 Hemi Sport 4-door online, they're $14,000, $15,000. The reason why this one's $79.95, and I'm just going to be straight up with you, I don't, I just like I sell my RVs, I disclose everything. This thing has a rebuilt title. Now, I've got the Carfax here, and I'll be happy to send you a copy of it. This truck was bought new in South Carolina. Then it made its way to Georgia. So it's a Georgia, South Carolina truck its whole life. So that doesn't mean it's been up north, you don't have rust issues and all that. In March of 2015, and the guy that traded this in had no idea about any of this because he bought it from a for sale by owner. And unfortunately, a for sale by owner doesn't have to disclose any branding on the title. And he didn't know any better. He paid about twice as much for this truck as we're asking for it. But in March of 2015, this vehicle was involved in a rear-ended another vehicle, best of what I can tell from the Carfax. It said it caused severe damage to the front end of the truck, but it did not deploy the airbag. So right there tells me it's probably not as bad as it seems if it did not deploy the airbag. Now, they did total this truck, and if this truck had been 3 or 4 years newer, there was no way they would have totaled this truck, because they just did it because of the value at the time. Of course, it's been fixed, rebuilt, got a Georgia rebuilt title. Like I said, it's been a Georgia and a Greenville, South Carolina truck its whole life. I am going to have to make you aware of that, though, folks. So if you're from Georgia, no problem. It's already been inspected, already passed inspection. You won't have a problem getting a tag for this. Running and driving this truck, it's still the same truck, even with a salvage title or a rebuilt title, folks, because driving it down the interstate 70, 75 miles an hour, you can't tell you're in one with a rebuilt title. It doesn't look like you're in one with a rebuilt title, if you pass somebody, but it does have one. And be honest with you, they done a really good job fixing it. I just want to make you aware of it, folks, and if you'll call me or email me, I'll be happy to send you over a copy of this Carfax report. The truck is still almost half price what the book says it's worth, and like I said, for what it is, folks, this thing's an absolute bargain. You can use this for a work truck, you can use it for an everyday driver. That title does not change the fact that this truck is what it is, and that's an 87,000 mile 2008 Dodge Sport Hemi 4-door pickup truck. That doesn't change the fact no matter what the title says. Anyway, let's look inside. And like I said, the man that had this thing, he was in his 70s. He didn't know what rebuilt meant when it said on the title, and unfortunately the previous owner, the guy that actually had the accident, took advantage of that and sold it to him for twice what we're selling it for today. Look inside the truck. I mean, great condition. The air's ice cold. It's got all your power options, power mirrors, power doors, locks, power seat. Cloth seats look great. Carpets look great. Mats look great. tilt, cruise, everything's factory. So this isn't something some kids had and some kid has had and put aftermarket wheels on it, put all these boom boxes and all that stuff and driven the hell out of it. No, this is something that adults had. The truck runs, drives, shifts perfectly. The tires ride great. 87,622 miles. The plastic looks great. It's got that heavy duty rubber plastic. Tons of storage in there. Got the power rear glass. It's got single CD stereo. Like I said, the dash air is cold. Nice truck. Dash looks good. Windshield looks good. Trip computer works. Now this is 345 horsepower, and you can see it's 84 degrees. It is a 345 horsepower V8, so this isn't going to get the fuel mileage like the newer trucks do, but I would say you drive this truck right, you'll get 15 miles a gallon. I mean, depends on how hard you get in it and how much interstate driving you do. This truck's got incredible amount of power. I mean, it basically almost runs like a sports car. Runs great. The only lights I see on, and this may be because of the wreck, like I said, I'm not hiding anything, folks. It's got a low wash light, which probably just needs some windshield washer fluid put in it. And then the hood light stays on. So I don't know if there's a sensor there that needs to be adjusted or replaced. I don't know. At $79.95, I'm selling the truck just like it sits. But, folks, this is a nice truck. I mean, you try to buy a four-door pickup truck with 87,000 miles anywhere else for anywhere close to this price. NADA's 13,000 some odd, so is KBB. $79.95, haggle free, folks. Come get this truck. You can test drive it. You can look underneath it. I mean, there's no rust on it. Southern truck its whole life. Came out of Greenville, South Carolina when it was new. From there, it made its way to Atlanta, Marietta, and up here to North Georgia, where it stayed. Guy's had it, been towing a camper with it for about a year. He only put maybe 5,000 or 6,000 miles on it since he's bought it. The accident happened when it had under 70,000 miles on it, and obviously it's had 17, almost 18,000 miles put on it since the accident, so obviously that doesn't affect the driving of it. And just got some neat features. I mean, the back seat doesn't look like it's ever been set in. Got the Dodge, those are Dodge dirt bars as well. The back seat looks great. Now he added this bed cover, which can easily be removed, and you open the tailgate up. I don't know how well you're going to see, but got the factory Dodge bed liner. Looks great. And I'm just trying to show you everything, folks, because I don't want you to come in here and, expect a brand new truck for $79.95. It does have a couple little scratches, which ain't going to hurt nothing at all. I mean, it's still the same truck. Typical little bit of fading right there, that's nothing unusual in this black color. So a few little scratches there on the grill from bugs and bug marks. It is a two-wheel drive truck. It's not four-wheel drive. It's rear-wheel drive. Got a brake controller in it, so if you want to tow a camper, it's definitely got the muscle to tow a camper, and you got that brake controller too. Look at those good-looking tires, folks, and those wheels are factory. Because I don't care what you say, you can't ever get a factory ride and drive out of an aftermarket wheel. And with those big 20-inch wheels on this thing, why would you ever want to change the wheels out? Georgia Sheriff's Association member. Open this door. And folks, I don't think the wreck was that bad because it didn't set the airbags off. But everything looks good. The air's cold. .7 Hemi V8, folks. The big boy. But it doesn't have a loud exhaust on it either. I like that because, a lot of people buy these things. They put Flowmasters and all that. That's not bad. But me personally, if I was going to do all that, I'd rather buy one like this that's factory and then add that stuff myself, so that way I know how it's been driven, and I know that some kid hadn't had it and hot rodded to death. So anyway, folks, $79.95, haggle free, we'll trade. Now, folks, we are an RV dealer. We're not a car dealer. So I don't have financing for cars. All of my lenders were set up with all the big nationwide lenders for RV financing, and they do not do car loans. They do RV loans. So, you know, you're going to have to go to your local bank, credit union, lending institute, you know, loan company, whatever you use for your normal financing, you're going to have to go through to get this truck, and you need to find out from them if they will finance one with a rebuilt title. Not salvage, but rebuilt. So salvage is what it would have if the truck was never repaired, if it was never inspected, and if it never passed inspection, it wouldn't say rebuilt, it would say salvage. So it is a rebuilt title, so it has been inspected, it's safe to use on the highway. And like I said, folks, if I didn't tell you about the rebuilt wreck history, you would buy this truck and never know the difference, folks. When we're looking at it and driving it, you would never know the difference. But anyway, $79.95. Like I said, you'll have to arrange your own financing. We do take trade-ins. It's just incredible buy. And look online at these things, folks. I mean, I've got employees here chomping at the bits to buy this truck too. So this thing's not going to last long. I price these trade-ins like this because I'm not a car dealer. You know, I sell motorhomes, campers, and fifth wheels. So anything I get like this on trade, I don't try to get rich off of it, folks. I just want my money back out of it. And that's why I price them so cheap. That's why when I have cars and trucks and stuff like that, that's why I price them so cheap. Because I want to move them, because I'm not a car dealer. I'd rather use the space this thing's taking up, put a motorhome there. But anyway, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can visit us here in person in Greenville, Georgia. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social media platforms. And I do occasionally trade for vehicles. And I'll trade for other things besides RVs and vehicles too, folks. I'll trade for cars, trucks, SUVs, boats, four-wheelers, motorcycles, jet skis. I'll trade for gold, silver, coins. I'll trade for guns. I'll trade for local property. I'll trade for pretty much anything of value that I can legally sell. I'll be happy to trade for it. And other dealers don't do that, but we do. We've been in business 49 years, folks. We're one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the country today. And you get that distinction by being different. We sell almost 600 units a year. So, you know, we trade for stuff other dealers would just run away screaming from. And if we can get in it where we can sell it as quick as we sell everything else we own, we'll be happy to trade for it. Thank you for watching. Don't let this one get away, folks. Come test drive it. Come check it out. You're going to be impressed, especially for the price. I mean, you're basically buying a $14,000 truck for $79.95. And if this thing was sitting on any car lot, even with the title history, it'd still be a 12, 13 grand truck. But I've got it for $79.95 while it lasts, not taking a penny less, so don't even ask. You know, you'll have to either bring cash or arrange your own financing and bring a cashier's check from your bank. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Greenville, Georgia.